What's up, you guys? This is John Vegas. Like I said previously, this is not a political channel, but every now and then people say stuff that you just have to respond to. This is a part 2 of Sunny HOSTIN, and she needs to be stopped. Doubling down on previous statements that she made about uneducated white women voting for Trump and racism and misogyny being the reason why Donald J. Trump got elected a second term in office. Take a look at what she had to say.
I know that as a country, it's very difficult for people to believe that racism and misogyny, they're just alive and well. I think that we don't want to think that about ourselves, our neighbors, our friends, but it's my lived experience tells me that it does still exist. There's a clear racial divide in who voted for Trump as opposed to who voted for Kamala Harris. It's very clear. It's not only clear by race, but it's also clear by education. And so the notion somehow that that is not true, this is by education. Those who attended college voted for her at a higher degree than those that didn't.
If you really think the vast majority of this country voted because of racism and misogyny, you're missing it. Most of my family, a lot of my family doesn't have college degrees.
But the stats are the stats.
But that's not, it doesn't say I'm white, I voted for Donald Trump because of racism. That's not what we just What stat are you talking about?
You can't dissect the two.
Yes, you can.
Wait. We still have the orb of confusion. Take this.
Well, that was easy. Now, in Sunny's eyes, the evil white people is the reason why Donald J. Trump got elected for a second term in office. And she tries to furthermore hold white people responsible for the evil that their ancestors had committed. But the interesting thing about Sunny is if she tries to do that to white people, she must do the same thing for herself. If you guys did not know, Sunny was on an episode of one of those ancestry shows where they go back and research your family history. Now, on that episode, she found out that her family were actually Spanish colonizers who bought, sold, and owned slaves themselves.
Ironic.
You did not see Sunny herself trying to track down the descendants of these slaves that her family had owned and try and pay them reparations when she lives in a mansion in Manhattan. I'm gonna repeat that one more time. She lives in a mansion in Manhattan and her kids attend Ivy League schools themselves.
What?
Now, besides that point, she still tries to juxtapose her position by bringing up random statistics to try and prove her point, completely ignoring the reason why people could actually support or vote for a candidate based on their policies.
Tell me how!
Now, anybody could actually just make up a random statement and then bring up statistics to prove that statement. There is actually a lot of people that actually support Trump that's even in the mainstream Hollywood themselves. Now, 50 Cent was one of those. In 2016 was actually going to endorse Donald J. Trump, but he flipped and switched his position once he realized the backlash and the vitriol that he would have received from the mainstream media.
You're fired!
He couldn't have this while he tried to open up his new studios. More than likely, he still did support Donald J. Trump, which is the reason why the Trump administration had offered him $3 million to come out and perform at their rally, with him turning it down because he knew the backlash that he would receive from his peers. I mean, people like Tyler Perry, Oprah, and many others. Statistics do prove that more white people identify with the Republican Party than they do the Democrats, and actually not by a heavy margin. Unlike the statistics that show that black people actually identify with Democrats than they do Republicans, which is the reason why certain people in Hollywood and prominent figures in Hollywood in the mainstream media are afraid to come forth and actually voice their support of Donald J. Trump himself. Now, what do you guys think about this? Is Sunny right? Is she an idiot? I don't know. I'll lean more towards the latter, but let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching my video.